I recently completed Limbo and feel like there is a whole genre of creepy games I have been missing out on. So for the past couple of weeks, I have been compiling and researching what I think are the best creepy yet cozy games on the Switch and Steam so that my fellow cozy gamers can dive in at a creepy level that suits you. When I think of a creepy cozy game, I think of something that's a little bit glitchy. Everything might be cute and appear fine, and then something happens that just changes everything. A glimpse of evil, a hint of uncanny valley. There is something unsettling and intriguing that makes me say absolutely not, but I'm already so invested that I have to keep playing. I also think of mysteries and whodunits and general themes of death, so there's a bit of that in here too. Basically, if a game is mysterious enough or has a really good story, I'm gonna put up with a good amount of creep because I love that so much. On this list, I am trying to include a little something for everyone, and the price range is between $9.99 and about $30, so let me know in the comments down below what your favourite creepy cozy game is. So we'll start things light, and I want to start with Strange Horticulturalist. When I knew nothing about this game, honestly it looked really boring to me, and now that I know more, it's ended up on this list, so if you're in the same boat as me, just bear with me for a minute. You play as a horticulturalist in this moody mystery game. You're tasked with gathering plants and assisting the townsfolk who may turn out to be in cults or covens. It may be tricky identifying plants in the beginning, but as your collection and your notes grow, it feels really rewarding to realize that you actually feel like you know your plants. With multiple endings, your action in this game really matter, and if you like unraveling stories through character conversations, and all the while your plants are swaying gently in the background, this would be a great cozy game for you. Next, of course, I have to mention the game that introduced me to this whole creepy genre, Limbo. Chances are you've already heard of it, you may have even played it, but Limbo is a short and dark story about a boy trying to find his sister. There is no text or dialogue in this game, but from the title it's safe to assume the boy is in limbo, and the game itself is a pretty tricky 2D side-scroller. Even when I got a puzzle right, I might still fail at it and would have to go and see a YouTube tutorial just to see what the timing was. Timing was so often the biggest challenge for me, and then so rewarding whenever I did get it right. Saying that, I still think cozy players could like it, as it doesn't have a whole lot of jump scares and the mechanics are pretty simple. A friend of mine has played through both Limbo and Inside, another game from the same developers, and he basically insists that everyone go and play Inside, so off we go. I don't personally want to find out too much about it before I start playing, but if it's anything like Limbo, there isn't too much to know anyway. Inside has been critically acclaimed for its moody art style, its soundtrack, and all-round unsettling atmosphere, and while I don't know what our protagonist has gotten himself inside of, I'm pretty sure he wants to get out. If those ones look like a little bit too much for you, then this next one could be perfect, and that is Shady Part of Me. This game flows effortlessly through 2D and 3D as it allows you to play as both a girl and her shadow. Both are treated as separate characters and both need to work together to complete each stage. While the game uses puzzles, it's less punishing than our previous games as there is a rewind mechanic, meaning if you go wrong, you can rewind time to whichever point you need to start again. One element I really love is that you can collect these origami birds throughout each level, and when you pick them up, each one gives you a puzzle piece that tells you a bit about the story. Now, to go in a slightly different direction, we have a game called Omori. Its cute characters and pixel art may look cozy, but this one is tagged as a psychological horror, and so many of the reviews said it made them cry, so approach this one at your own caution, but this is enough to colour me intrigued. This game includes a lot of exploration, a lot of dialogue, and even turn-based combat, which looks a little bonkers. Omori is surprisingly long at 21 hours on How Long to Beat, and the main story gets trickled in until you're about midway through, and then is meant to be something that stays with you as a person long after you finish the game. With multiple endings, Omori has a lot of replayability, although at 20 hours long, I'm not sure I would personally want to replay it. Still, this is one I get the feeling I'm going to treasure, and from the reviews, I feel like it's something I'm going to wish I could rediscover all over again. So we have another psychological horror here, and this one is Buddy Simulator 1984. Buddy is about 6 hours in length, and it's a little bit bonkers, so I'm gonna go with the description on Steam for this one. Thanks to the next generation of AI technology, Buddy Simulator 1984 simulates the experience of hanging out with your best buddy. Your buddy learns from you, constantly adapting to your interests and personality, but most importantly, your buddy can play games with you. And that is where we start as we embark on a text-based adventure that Buddy makes for you. Buddy learns about you, and as you play, the game evolves. The best part about this game is experiencing all of this for yourself, so I will say while it might look quite innocent from the outside, there is definitely an eerie undertone, and you can just never feel fully settled when you're playing this game. It makes it very hard to relax when you just don't know what the AI is going to throw at you next. The last game on my list is as cozy as it is creepy, and that is Little Misfortune. You cannot help but love Little Misfortune and be a little bit creeped out by Mr. Voice, our narrator throughout this click and point adventure. The game has great pacing, giving you bits and pieces of the information throughout, while always letting you know there's more to find out. Why are the adults wearing creepy masks? What is the deal with Mr. Fox? And where are all the children? This game is cute, it's creepy, at times it's even heartwarming. Honestly, sometimes I find playing child characters can be a little bit annoying, but I would do anything for Little Misfortune, and Yikes Forever is just permanently part of my vocabulary now. And that is it for now. I would love to hear your cozy, creepy suggestions down below. I've got a few more up my sleeve, but I feel like I'm saving them for October. Thank you so much for watching. Here is some more cozy content, and if you did like this, please consider giving like and subscribe a little tappy tap. And a special shout out to one of my subscribers, Shiny Trophy. Your support does not go unnoticed. I really do appreciate it, so thank you. Alrighty, thank you everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!